Hi, y'all, and welcome to Monday Night's Treasure Vortex with Gypsy Jules from YouTube's Zero Discrimination, as well as her website, gypsydigs.com, and myself, Amanda Digger Degaz. I want to let everybody know that all packages that were supposed to be in the mail over the last, I don't know, month and a half time have made it in the mail. I managed to get to the post office last Friday, so all of those packages have been sent out. I believe Wednesday is the last date showing for delivery for a couple of them. Some should have come today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday. So hopefully you all be getting those soon, and those are fulfilled. If you do not get it by Friday, reach out, let me know so I can check the tracking and make sure it's getting to where it needs to be. But besides that, Gypsy, I know you've been traveling, so welcome back to the States. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to be back. I think a part of me is still in Roatan. Wishing I was on the beach metal detecting, but or on the boat. It was just flipping amazing, an amazing trip. But then a part of me was glad to be back, and I'm still hadn't been back long enough to fully recover.
Yeah,
What
you had
is
a
it
rough
about
day
travel?
yesterday. Yeah, rough day yesterday or rough
Yeah,
evening.
rough evening, yeah. Went up to the new store we're trying to get open and was working up there trying to prep for tomorrow, and then got the call that the boys had been in a car accident. So we took off to go pick them up, and just counting our blessings that they are okay, just a little bruised and, shaken up. Probably a little sore today, but other than that, that's the important thing. Vehicles can be replaced. But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, quite the nightmare yesterday. Talk about, my stomach going up into my throat, and my mouth went open, and I was just like in shock for a second until I found out they were okay. And then I'm just freaking out, ready to get there, to be there for them. And it took about almost an hour to get over there, where they had the wreck. They were coming back home, and anyway, fell asleep at the wheel, and it went off the road. So luckily there was nobody else involved either. So two blessings there, but the car is totaled. So, you know, there's our true treasures, true treasures, our loved ones. So, count your blessings. And I'm thankful for my treasures.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yep.
thankful that they're okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, you sent me that message and immediately I'm like, oh no. Oh no. So very glad that they are doing okay. I'm sorry that, yeah, you coming back, what, you flew in yesterday morning at like 1 a.m. and then all that.
Yeah, I got home at 1 a.m. and then didn't sleep well that night. Or was it last night? I
Yeah.
didn't sleep well. I don't even remember. I think I slept pretty well the night before, but then last night after the wreck and everything, and then just, I guess I'm a little stressed, and got tomorrow new business that we're trying to open for the boys. Anyway, is the ribbon cutting ceremony tomorrow with the Chamber of Commerce and open house. So been all day working today up there getting that ready, and then I've got to go back tonight
Oh, jeez.
after the podcast to finish up some things. So anyway, and then in the morning is ribbon cutting. So um, just I was sitting here when Amanda just called me in, and we were doing a sound check, and I'm sitting there yawning and yawning and yawning, and I don't normally do that.
No, it's usually me who's doing the yawning.
And so I said, "Excuse me, Amanda, I need to go make a cup of coffee." So I'm drinking a cup of coffee. Hopefully it'll, keep me awake. And then I got to go after get off here, hop on over back to the store to finish things up. But
Yeah.
anyway, enough about all that.
Yeah. Oh,
How about you?
well, Bill, Mr. ORH, Ohio Relic Hunter says you're in zombie mode, it sounds like.
I am, and really, there wasn't a big hour difference. It's an hour difference there
Oh, that's not bad.
in Roatan. They don't switch time. They don't do daylight savings, so it was really neat. In the mornings, it was sun up was about 4:30, and for some reason, as soon as that sun came up, I was awake every morning at 4:30.
Wow.
So in Roatan, and the sunrises and sunsets were just flipping gorgeous. They were a real treasure as well.
Hmm.
Just being there, and then the house that we stayed in was just flipping amazing. It had these beautiful carved Mayan carving doors and columns. It was just gorgeous. So quite the experience. Needless to say, definitely a very amazing experience for sure.
That's awesome. Well, that's awesome. So, how was the weather while you were there?
It was perfect. We got two rains. One was at night, and one was we were filming during the day, and we had rode over to a little smaller island on the boat. And coming back that evening, it rained on us. So we were in like a thunderstorm. Not a majorly heavy rain, but while we were on the boat coming back. So it was a little scary, but not too bad. I guess if it would have been more turbulent, it would have been. So it took longer to get back that night, coming back in the boat from the island. Smaller island, and so instead of a 2-hour trip, it was like a 3.5-hour trip on the boat.
It's awesome. Wow. And you said it wasn't too rocky, or it was?
I mean, it was definitely a little rockier, so we had to go slower though because of the rain and all
Gotcha.
that, the weather. But anyway,
And to Tacton? Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I know you can't go into some details, but how was it?
yeah.
Do you have fun?
So yeah, I we had some issues with the boat, so we did have a down day. So the down day, I got to metal detect, and I found a ring. And then I guess it was the first day I got there. I can't remember because I was there. I was gone 7 days. And there was another day I got to metal detect, and I found a ring then as well. So I will have a video coming out soon. But first I've got to finish with, getting the store open, and then I'll be able to catch up. I've got one more video I need to release, and then I'll start editing the Roatan video. Yeah, I can't, unfortunately, talk about the other stuff that I found,
Mhm.
for the filming part.
Yeah, understandable.
But
Well,
it was an amazing experience. I'll put it that way, and I can't wait. So for all that to talk about it, I can't wait to talk about it.
um, Jeff in chat wanted to know if you were
Hmm.
swinging the vortex.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
I didn't get to take it. I was fingers crossed. I was really hoping, but I mean, I could have picked up probably if I would have pushed it. I could have picked up a one, but they were still tweaking it, and I guess they added some new stuff and new programming, and they said, we didn't want, since it wasn't completely finished. Um, it might be more of a, which I get it, more, you know, you don't want to get out there and it's still being fine tuned and then be frustrated with a machine.
Yeah, that's never
So
fun.
that's never fun. And I really understand that, and that's one thing we got to be patient with. We want a product that's 100%, not 95%, you know, ready for release. So I know that Garrett is working hard to get it, especially for those people that have pre-ordered and that are also on a waiting list. So be patient because I know it's going to be flipping amazing, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. It just yeah, I had hoped you'd got would have been able to get out there with it, and it's cool that you weren't. I get it.
I
That
was so hoping
I
because I
know.
really, 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 yeah, I really, really, really wanted to get in the water with,
Mm, yeah,
I
that would
just
have been.
stayed up in the dry sand. Yeah. Um, but, oh my gosh, I thought of you, Amanda, when we went over to the island where we were filming. Um, so this particular island, no one lives on that island.
Hmm.
And, so there's lots, well, I say no one, there's cows there. Um, so, um, anyway, um, all kinds of debris get washed up on there. And so you'll see when you see my video, I filmed a little with for my YouTube over there, and I thought about you, and because I did just the tiniest, shortest hot minute because we were filming, I didn't have time, but on my little lunch break, I just kind of walked the shore for a minute. The amount of trash,
Mm,
people, oh man, trash, 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 trash.
all the time.
That probably floats in from who knows where. It's where the definitely the shoes come to die as well. That float in from probably all over. Probably some from cruise ships. I did see a lot of cruise ships in through there. Um, and as well as, I'm sure private boats and all kinds of things, but, and people just, not caring, and I know that there's storms that washes all kinds of stuff in the water from all over. So, I mean, I used to see that when I lived in Galveston, but just imagine an island, and when y'all see the video come out, you'll understand, but, imagine something that's, driftwood and shoes and plastics and even toothbrushes and anything you can think of is washed up on there. So, but my first thought was this: it would be so fun to take